In other news, I will not be sleeping tonight.
I'm gonna be rebellious. I'm gonna completely not.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Tom, you've got a very strong chance. Hello YouTube, and welcome friends, family and confused Greg Davies fans to this, episode 1 of Taskmaster, the only master which is fully funded by student finance. I'm the Taskmaster, and over the past month I've set a series of tasks which have been sent in for my personal perusal. I have not seen any of the tasks before this point. But who has been doing all these cold hard tasks, I hear you cry? It is of course our wonderful 3 contestants. So, without further ado, join me in applauding the fantastic Daisy Stone, Yael Waller and Tom Richards. And joining me as he does every week is my silent partner in crime, expert editor, producer and synchronised swimmer. It's only little Ori. Ori, how are you feeling about the recording? Fabulous. Okay, last thing before we start, a little content warning. This show does contain both swearing and my face. You have been warned. Right, that's enough chit chat. Let's jump into our first task. To kick off, we asked our contestants to bring in the oldest thing. We left it quite ambiguous for that very reason. So if you wouldn't mind, Daisy, you're up first. Firstly, welcome to the show. It's very nice to have you here. Says here you were taking school in a wheelbarrow. Care to explain?
Yeah, there were a couple of times in primary school where I was taken to school in a wheelbarrow along with my middle brother. Yeah, that's it. It's there's not much more to it.
Had your village heard of the car?
But we live in like a small village, so it's the school's quite close. I'm not sure why my dad put us in the wheelbarrow, but it was really fun.
So it was too close for car, but close enough for wheelbarrow. I like that. I like the metric measurements there. Daisy, what have you brought in for us?
I have brought in a piece of coral. Okay, let me just.
Is it real?
Yeah, no, it's real. I would tap it, but oh no, you can tap it. It doesn't go to dust. It is real.
That's how old it is. Okay.
That's how old it is.
Where? What's the story behind the coral?
The story behind the coral is, I was like, does anyone have something old? And Oliver replied, yeah, I've got some coral.
So for the purpose of the game, obviously I've got to rank you on how old it is. How old are we talking? Like.
So apparently, according to my research, because obviously I've done in-depth research, coral, when like dried like this or whatever, can be up to 500 to 10,000 years old or something.
So you're telling me that the coral in your hand is 10,000 years old?
No, I said 500 to 10,000 years old.
Okay, 500
Let me do
okay. 10,000 years old. Okay, that's your official answer in the book.
Coral.
I will obviously adduce whether that is truly the case. Thank you very much, Daisy.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Yael. Yael, welcome to the show.
Hi.
It says here that this is your first show that isn't backstage, so very big welcome from us, and also congratulations on getting into the other guild show, Dying Light. That's pretty impressive. What have you brought in for us today?
It's a thimble.
A thimble. Interesting. How old is this thimble? What's the story behind the thimble?
So the first metal thimble was invented in 1695, so it's no older than that.
Okay, 1695. I think if we believe Daisy, she's already got it, but we'll see. So where does this thimble originate?
Some things are just lost to history. Honestly, we can't know.
Guys, I was expecting a little more specifics on the ages, but you know, I guess in this sense, you're both very elusive. That's okay. Thank you very much, Yael, and welcome to the show. Tommy Richards says here, you love Actimel, you're intensely clumsy, and you have a constant need to listen to music. Is that your Tinder bio?
Unfortunately, no, it isn't. But I think from listening to it read out like that, I think maybe it should be, because I couldn't imagine, if I was to be created out of one of those little like cake boxes that you use to create cupcakes, I think it would probably be those three things. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about Tinder, and we are, because I brought it up. My old Tinder bio used to be Northern born and bred and butter. So you can use that if you want. I'm here to help. Tom, what have you brought in for us? What have you brought in for us, Tom?
Well, I'll show you. So what I've brought in today is this sort of skeleton man. You can tell how old they are, because look at them. They're dead. They're not even alive. They've been worn down to their very bones. So
you guys are really testing me on this first challenge.
Estimates to how old they are, I'd say they're probably at least 604, maybe 605 at a push. He's beautiful, isn't he?
Okay.
It says his name, but it's not.
Yeah, that's genuinely. When did that when was that made? Come on, genuinely. Like 3 days ago? Was it made 3 days ago? How old actually is it?
It was actually given to me after how the Grim Reaper got their groove back. So it's probably only a year old.
So it's a year old. Okay, thank you. I mean, even without knowing Yael Symbol's age, it's probably older than a year, Tom. Okay, I'm going to adjudicate on the first round of tasks. Thank you all for bringing them in. Okay, Tom, 1 point. I mean, what did you expect?
Contain my rage right now.
The other two, they're both shit as well. I think I'm going to give you both 3 points, because at least then there is some element of them being old. Tom, it's literally a paper skeleton. Fantastic start all around. That'll do us. On to the second task. Okay, another delicious task, please, and thank you. Yael, could you read out this task for us, please?
Create a 40-second horror film.
Yes. In the spirit of Halloween, which depending on this episode's release will demonstrate just how incompetent we are, I've asked the contestants to create the spookiest horror film, clocking in at exactly 40 seconds. Do you get scared easily, Ori? Of course you don't, you brave son of a gun. But do stop chatting away, Ori, and let's watch Tom's attempt.
All right, Alex, come on, let's see what task you've got for me today, and then maybe if I do it, you'll actually let me leave. Smells like cherry. I don't think I've ever had an envelope that smelled like cherry, but you learn something new every day, I guess. You really can't fault them design-wise. I mean, look at that. Oh, exquisite. Create a 40-second horror film. Well, I mean, given we're in the midst of a global pandemic, how hard can it be? So I guess we'll have to get cracking. Basically, we're going to shave George's hair, and we're going to have George's hair chasing me around the house. I can't think of anything more horrifying. Beautiful.
Thanks, George!
Thanks for that. Is hair alive? Oh my god, it's gonna kill me!
Tom, if you'd unmute yourself, please. Just to clear some things up, you use my real name. I appreciate that. I'm a human being after all. I have a cherry envelope guy. I can get you in contact with him if need be. And I like rainbows. I like rainbows on my cards. So that's just how it is. Moving on. Why is it when I say horror, you say hair?
I think there is a very fine, there's a very fine line between those two things. And I thought, you know what, let's smash it. Let's break through it. The thought of just, wow, wouldn't it be so horrifying if you woke up one day and your hair was trying to kill you? It's something I really thought, wow, this has to be the next Kubrick, this has to be the next Hitchcock. And, you can see how that brainstorm of creativity went.
And I tell you what, like there was a lot going on. I like the special effects. I saw hair fly or jump. I haven't seen that before. That was quite an impressive feat. I also noticed how you kept the hair on a bit of cling film to reduce the amount of hair getting everywhere, which I thought was a really nice economic detail.
I'm very glad that you said that, Alex, because I had to weigh up whether it was a good idea to keep it in, and I thought, you know what, fuck it. It's what the audience need to see. It's an integral part of the story. So
I'll tell you what, it's a very strong start. It's an extremely strong start, but we're going to keep it going. See if the others can beat you, Tom. Thank you very much. Next up is Yael's attempt. Let's have a look.
Create a 40-second horror film. I can't stand horror. Okay. No initial ideas, but my brain is sick and twisted enough that something will pop in there eventually. So, it is 1 a.m. I'm an idiot, and my brain decided that now would be a great time to do some research and watch some short horror films online. In other news, I will not be sleeping tonight. Update, it is now 3 a.m. Sleep is nowhere in sight. But I think I have an idea. Is it good? Yeah. Is it original? Not at all. But it's an idea and it's 3 a.m, so I don't really care to think of something else. And the task isn't to create the best horror film. So...
Oh, okay. Welcome back. First thing I've got to say is sorry you didn't get your cherry flavoured rainbow opening of the task. I don't know where it went. I guess it got lost in the post. I'm so sorry.
How will that friendship ever survive this?
I really don't know. I'm hoping that we'll scrape it back through the show. I do have to say, black and white, huge fan. It harks back to olden times. That's when horror was good, I assume. What made you go for the black and white?
I don't know. But maybe it's just because I wanted to get away with more. I feel like it worked better. I don't know.
Who played your ghoul in the night? Was it yourself?
Unfortunately, yeah.
That was quite scary. That came out of nowhere. I must say, the biggest jump that got me was when you turned the lights on. I don't know why. I really didn't expect it.
Every time.
Yeah, 1 a.m. I'm so sorry about that. What short horror films did you watch?
I don't remember. My brain has blocked it out. So that I can survive and live another day.
Do you think that yours is equivalent, better, worse than the ones you were watching?
Gosh, it depends on how you define better.
Sell it to me.
Okay, the best horror films, from my understanding, are the ones that are really bad.
because that's where you get like the most entertainment value. And so in that case, I think I've done excellently.
Weirdly, what you've just said actually reinforces Tom's hair monster, because now you say that, it's kind of like,
Are you
it's
saying
very the
bad?
Evil Dead. No, I'm saying that you've actually helped
you
Tom
can't
out there.
say.
I think yours is more classic. I think you do yourself a disservice. It's the classic black and white horror film that we've all grown to love. Thank you very much, Yael. You'll hear my decision post haste. But finally, I would like to watch the attempt from Daisy, the wheelbarrow girl.
I'm sorry, are you ready? Okay, fab. Task 2. Create a 40-second horror film. You can approach this in any way you like, but it must be no longer than 40 seconds. Do you have a duck? A rubber duck? No. Okay, I'll find one. Interesting.
Speak, friend, and enter.
Okay, first things first. Thank you for getting the memo that all the tasks should be destroyed after they've been read. That's a staple for the show, and I hope it continues. The most pressing question is, who was filming you, and why did they not have a rubber duck?
Oliver, because he's a cretin.
Talk me through the narrative, and also why your vlog was so scary. That was not in the description. That quite perturbed me.
I thought horror films. I was like, okay, set the scene. I thought, I'm sort of tie around my head, give myself some Rambo vibes, and then I was like, oh, make Rambo-ish more horror. So I was like, fire is the clear way forward.
And what's amazing about that is, Daisy, we now get on to the horror film.
Yeah, sorry. Horror film. It's a duck having a bad day. So he goes through this realm into this bad luck realm because I found a really cool door. Fun fact, the door, right, is St. Edward's Church, which was the inspiration for the entrance to Moria in Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. Like, actually.
See, if you'd said it was the church used in The Omen, you could have got some more points there.
Yeah, it would have been scarier than Lord of the Rings, but it's all I could work with. So, yeah, he's had a bad day. He got thrown on a hill and fell, and he was hurt.
I mean, there's a lot of use of a lot of things in that I quite enjoyed.
Thank you.
And that's what I'm going to say. Please mute yourself while I adjudicate.
Okay.
It was a very strong round overall, and that's why I'm going to start the points from 3 to 5, because I thought it was a lot stronger. Tom, I will never forgive you for that skeleton. On 3 points, starting off, I'm going to go for Yael. It was a very, very good attempt, but the effects used in the other two, I think, just capped it off. I'm going to go, Tom, you have received 4 points, because nothing will ever beat for me the backwards hair attacking effect, and the fact that your flatmates wouldn't let you do it without using the cling film. I think there's an understory to that I really appreciate. Also, kudos to George for giving us his hair. Thank you, George. We'll mention it at the end of the show. But on 5 points, due to all sorts of really fucked up reasons, is Daisy Stone. Congratulations, Daisy. And that is all I've got to say about task number 2. Let's move straight on, shall we? Right, methinks another task is upon us. Tom, how do you feel you've been doing so far before you read it out? You're at the bottom of the leaderboard, but what do you reckon you can bring it back?
Of course. You see, it's a game of two halves. You know, this is strategy bubbling to the surface. You know, I wasn't quite anticipating the low score skeleton, but with you know, a hairy situation, as I like to call it, I feel like, you know, climbing back. So let's bring it on. Let's see what happens.
I feel all riled up. That's amazing. Tell me the bloody task.
Fasten your seatbelts, everybody.
Okay, here we go.
Because this is going to get pretty crazy. This is going to get nuts. All right. Well, task 3 is a picture task, and we have to create the best portrait of the Taskmaster made out of pasta.
Yes, I've always felt that pasta really brings out the carbohydrates in my face. I sent the contestants this picture on which to base their portraits. Ori, could you show them the picture, please? Yes, this photo was taken from my People That I Love More Than Life Itself photo album, and it depicts all sorts of a variety of things. First up, let's see Tom's attempt. Tom, talk to me.
You know, see, when the first time I ever met Alex, the first thing that really came to my head was, wow, there's a man who really resembles pasta. So, you know, I was just kind of working with that inspiration for when I came to make my portrait.
You know how we just discussed, Tom, how this was your chance. You're going to get your second wind, and you were gonna smash the rest of the challenges.
Yes, I do remember saying that.
Does it still apply? Defend it for me.
I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Look at that. It's uncanny. Look at me. I've even got the shape of his knees right. You know, that's extra. You know, that's extra effort right there.
I must say, the knees are very good.
I really think the eyes. I think the eyes and the nose makes it.
That's true, but they're not made out of pasta.
And your little extending fingers, you know, on your pasta arm.
I didn't realise they were fingers. I had no idea what they were. I thought they were just like...
Really, you have no idea how hard it is to balance pasta to make an X. I'll tell you that
now. Why do you use penne?
Did I use what?
Penne, the pasta. Penne pasta. Pasta penne.
I did use penne pasta. I thought you meant, did I use pen to draw the face? Yes, I did use penne.
Okay, well, for your sake, Tom, I hope the rest is shit. Can we please see Yael's attempt? Is that pasta?
Yeah, it is. But it's cooked. Because that's an option. And that's a thing you can do with pasta, shockingly.
So, is that spaghetti?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's rather impressive.
Yeah.
Talk me through your process.
I was another task just before, which sent me a bit insane. And then I did this. And I think I went more insane.
I mean, it's stunning.
Yeah.
I can't believe it is pasta. That one's just, I'm going to leave that as it is. That is a fantastic effort. As is Tom's. Daisy's effort is up next. Daisy, talk to me.
Got out about 4 different types of pasta, had a breakdown, voila.
I mean, the hat is magnificent, and my face, that makes me look 10 times better than I actually am. What have you used for the beard, which I obviously possess?
It's this tiny sort of almost flour-like pasta, which I don't know what it's called, but you put it in like minestrone soup, and I found it in the cupboard.
How many types of pasta are there?
The shell one, some penne, the weird little flour one that no one probably knows the name of, spaghetti, and I want to say macaroni, so 5.
You managed to capture the anarchic essence of my hair.
Thank you.
Well, this is going to be a tough one. For some people. Thank you for screen sharing, Ori. If you can bring us back to the studio. I mean, I hope you can understand where I'm coming from here, Tom.
Go on, spit it out. What were you going to say? Come on.
It's got to. I'm going to give you 2 because I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
And then,
That's
girls,
music to my ears.
You've got some fantastic efforts, but they're very different. I think I'm going to have to go for the 4 and a 4. I think I'm going to have to split it. I don't like drawing it, but they're both fantastic efforts. So 4 points each. There we go. Tom, good luck.
Just you wait.
I'm banking on it. Okay. Right. Oh, I very much would like another task. Let's go for task number 4. Right. I'm ready for the penultimate task of the show. Are you? I hope so, because here it comes. Daisy, could you read it out for us, please?
Yep. Task 4. Create the best domino fall with anything other than dominoes.
Yes, we want to see the most awe-inspiring, ingenuitive and spectacular domino fall, but without the dominoes. Daisy, we're going to start with you. How are you feeling? Confident? Nervous? You've took an early lead?
I'm not massively overly confident. I wouldn't call myself cocky about this particular task. That's all I'm gonna say.
So it's going to be shit. Okay, fantastic. Ori, let's start straight off with Daisy's.
Dominoes? I think you mean domo-woes. Jenga.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Tom, you've got a very strong chance.
Oh, I can't believe it. So I'm still watching Daisies and I'm loving it.
Oh my God, Daisy. Firstly, the horror task's over. Okay, calm down. You're scaring me now. I mean, you could have tried again. There was nothing on that. Did you just get lazy? Defend yourself.
Alex, I don't think you've taken into account how long dominoes can take if you get it wrong to reset. And say you've got it wrong multiple times. Say you've been there on the floor for an hour, over an hour. It gets a lot.
An hour well spent, to be perfectly honest.
And the knife was just the vibe. I was like, fire.
You're still Rambo.
Somehow, stay consistent.
Yeah. I mean, there were positives. I liked what you were going for. I saw, there were some wheels. I was expecting something at the bottom of the stairs, but no, you just kicked it down the stairs, which I appreciated.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for making it more competitive, at least. Next up, we will go for, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Tom Richards. Tom, this is it, okay? This is your task. You're going to show us some absolute scenes here. Ori, roll VT.
I know what you're thinking. Tom, hold on. This doesn't look like a domino fall using anything other than dominoes. But that's because I'm gonna be rebellious. I'm gonna completely not even do what the Taskmaster wants me to do. So instead, naturally, I'm going to be making a display of lovely chatting penguins. Perhaps they are reminiscing about pre-COVID times. They do really look like the, medieval executors, don't they? But hey ho, they must be happy. I'm sure they're having a lovely time in the wintry wastes of Antarctica, having a boozer. I can't believe you've done this.
Tommy there.
Hello? Can
Hiya.
anyone hear me?
Hiya, Tom.
Am I on the other side yet?
Can you talk to me about what I just witnessed?
Okay, well, you see, Perilous Penguins is just the most incredible game you will ever play. And it's, oh my God, you have no idea how leery this gets. There's nothing quite like balancing all your penguins, and then you get to the end and you're just like, yes, I can't believe it. But alas, that did not happen. So enjoy them as they all fall down like the dominoes that they are.
Oh. So what? Hang on. So that was a domino fall.
That was a domino fall. Because one made all the rest of them fall. I really tried to...
That is ridiculously weird logic that I can accept to a certain degree. Mostly, Tom, because I'm a human being. And I do think... defend it for me. Come on, you're there, okay? I now believe that one made them all fall. Go further. Push it.
You see, as soon as one penguin fell off on that plethora, that, the mountain to the heavens, as soon as one fell, that falling create a chain reaction. He fell, and then he knocked the other one, and then it knocked the mountain. These penguins were so powerful, they were able to change the very geography that they stood on, just out of sheer will. And you know what they managed to do by doing that? They managed to flip the mountain so that all the other penguins fell over. And, that sounds like a domino fall to me, because once you get going, they all fall down.
I mean, you might get the bonus point for absolute... I don't know what is even going on right now. That's a bonus point available. I would argue, and I'm happy for Yael or Daisy to contest this, that a domino fall consists of not just one penguin making the rest fall over, but a sequence. So it has to be one penguin, one penguin, one penguin, one penguin. Yael and Daisy, I'd like to hear your thoughts, please. Daisy first.
First of all, loved the penguin thing. I don't know if you saw me, I wrote down the game because it sounds really fun. But I think probably dominoes is a sequential fall.
Which is interesting, because even Daisy couldn't do that. Okay, Yael?
I don't know what you mean.
Yael, what do you think? What I can't fault is the originality of approaches to this task. Yael, talk me through it before I make similarities to it and a bowling alley.
I don't see why you'd have any questions. Also, isn't it?
Yael, talk me through it.
I don't really see why you have any questions. What's there to ask?
Well, I just think, we've all interpreted it different ways. In my head, admittedly, I didn't explain it very well, but a domino fall is weirdly Daisy's the closest, but hers was shite. I mean, you are right in what you say, though. Like, it is one making the other fall over.
We had to think outside the
Things
box.
fell down.
It did fall down. Oh,
Things
guys.
fell down, and the bowling works. It's the domino effect. One thing gets hit, and then it all falls down. And did you see the flamingo at the end just go? Pff?
Yeah, I'm spitting straight facts here.
Don't you
Yeah.
get started. Okay.
This took
Everyone
me an
mute
hour and a half.
yourselves.
Shish me,
Okay.
Taskmaster.
I'm very stressed. I have no idea what I'm going to do. The easiest thing is just I'll give you all 3 points, but that's not entertaining, is it? Oh God!
You're not going to do it for
Technically,
me. Do it for the Penguins.
I don't give a fuck about the Penguins. Oh, okay. I think because it fell down, Yael gets 3 points, and I'm capping it at 3 points because you all should be bloody ashamed of yourselves. Now, Daisy and Tom. Oh.
It was dominoes. Come on. It fell down sequentially. There was a toilet roll, very of the now.
But it didn't fall down sequentially because
It did. It just happened several times. Therefore, you got more for your money.
both of your efforts didn't fall down consequentially. My
There's
question
a close
is,
call between that and tipping a bunch of Domino's boxes over.
if I just, what could I, Tom, you are an enigma and a beautiful human being. I'm going to go
People
for
do
2
like-
each. There we go. That's it. Forget about it. You both get 2 points. I'm sick of you all. You're ruining my afternoon with your tasks. On that happy
Perfect.
note,
Today's
let's
going
move
very
on
well then.
to the final task of the show. Now, for the final live task of the show. This task has not been pre-recorded. It instead will take place right here on Zoom. The contestants have no idea what the task is. All they were asked was to bring a tie or something equivalent. Did you all bring them? Great. Now, throw them away. It was a massive prank. Your task is watch my language. I shall say 3 phrases with my microphone muted. The contestants will then have to guess what it is I have said. Depending on how close they are, I shall award points accordingly. You'll get 3 clues before you start, which may relate to one or more of the phrases. Your clues are student comedy, tongue twister, and truck. Round 1. One more time. Okay, put your hand up if you think you got it. Oh, fantastic. Yael, what do you think it is?
I think it's red lorry, yellow lorry, but I just for a second think
Yes, it
lorry.
is. Did Tom and Daisy get that as well? Fantastic. That is 3 points across the board for everyone.
I nearly got great lorry is a low lorry, but then I realised that it probably wasn't that.
Yeah, once you get half it, the other half comes with it. Okay, round 2. Here we go. They get harder, by the way. I'll give a bonus point if you get this. It's very difficult. Anyone think they got it? Put your hand up. Fantastic. Okay, let's start with Tom. What did you get?
I've got a hunch. The Pope is close, but only to me.
Okay. Okay, I'll accept that. Daisy, what do you think it is?
The perfume of the shows are all hunky-dory?
You got hunky dory.
Is that what you said?
Oh my god. Sorry, the perfumes. What is it?
The perfumes of the shows are all hunky-dory.
I am absolutely blown away that you got hunky dory. Yael, what did you get?
Oh no. I'm sorry. The Pope lost his marbles on the toilet.
The Pope lost his marbles on a toilet. Now, I see a lot of Pope.
We got Pope out of that. Yeah.
That's interesting. The correct answer was the Birmingham Footnotes are hunky dory. I think the 3 points are going to go to Daisy for getting Hunky Dory. Then the Birmingham Footnotes are Hunky Dory. The Pope is close, but only to me. And yours, Yael, was the Pope has lost his marbles on the toilet. I think phonetically.
Pope one. I'd originally thought it was the Birmingham canals are really scary.
See, if you got the Birmingham, but to be fair, I am going to give you.
I thought that was wrong.
I think I am going to give Tom, because it works more phonetically, the 2 points, and Yael the 1 point. But I do give an answer for my favourite. I do give a point for my favourite answer at the end. So wait around, Yael, because it's up there. But for the final round, and this gets even harder than that. Here it is. Second time. Okay, I dare you to put your hand up if you think you've got this one. I can guarantee that you don't. Brilliant. Okay, Daisy, can you go first, please?
It's such a long sentence, it's really hard. I don't think I've even got all of the words down. I've just got a fragment. So, you ready?
Yeah.
Shower, shower, children of the company is in the wrong night.
I mean, shower, shower, children of the company. It sounds like a horror film in the 80s. It's fantastic. My gosh, that is a terrifying. What was the ending? Is in the night. Oh, it's scary. There's a very gothic theme there, Daisy.
It's in the wrong night. Yeah.
Is in the wrong night. Oh, even worse. Yael, what was your attempt?
Okay. Didn't get much of it. My brain kind of shut off after the first 3 words. I got Sharon, showers, Jezza, something.
So it was Sharon showers Jezza.
I haven't got the points for this one. It's fine.
Sharon showers,
comma, Jezza, and that's all I got.
Okay.
I don't understand. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That's perfectly
I've
good.
offended anyone.
Weirdly, something is scarily close. Tommy boy, come on, here we go. It's the redemption that we've been waiting for. Tom Richards.
Mr. Alex Taskmaster Ravenhall, is it possibly the Shell station is the sickest to the bend?
God damn it, it's not, but it's a good effort. It's a good effort.
No.
I have no idea to allocate these points. I think, I will tell you what it is, and I didn't expect you to get it. It's Sarah sells sachets of salami in Silly Smelly Selly. And just for everyone at home, Ori's attempt was chow chow, pull my teeth today. Thank you for that, Ori. Yes.
Fair. I got all the S sounds.
That's what I'm thinking. But still, you didn't get any of it.
I don't think I've got a single.
Yeah, but it was entertaining. So.
I can't just find any more than a 2 there, Yael, but I will give you a 2 because you do get the S sounds. Tom.
Yeah.
What was yours again?
So mine was the Shell station is the sickest to the bend.
See, the Shell station is the sickest to the bend. That has more S sounds, I'm afraid, than yours, Daisy. But I can't possibly give Yael more with 3 words. So you will both get 2. And Tom, you'll get 3 for this round.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm just going to work those out and come back with the final scores. Stay tuned. Okay, we have our final scores on the door. So without further
Oh, I
ado,
can't believe it.
in
I can't believe it.
last place is a man who went from strength to strength. I think hitting his high with some fucking penguins on a bloody ice cap. With 16 points, it's Tom Richards. Congratulations on third place. How do you feel?
Thank you so much. I can't believe I won. It's incredible. You know, I'm just absolutely blown away by how the points just kept going up.
Honestly, I'm just happy you got those 3 at the end. So well done, Tom.
Me too, Alex.
Now on to second place. There's 3 points between the two. Actually 2 points, because I'm going to give this person a bonus point for their answer in the last round. But in second place, with a fantastically very valiant effort, is Yael Waller. Yael, congratulations. Surmise your experience in 3 words.
Thank you. Stressful. Upsetting. And insane, but not necessarily in a good way.
Fantastic. But that does, of course, mean that our winner of episode 1 with a massive score of 22 is the wheelbarrow wandering Daisy Stone. Congratulations, Daisy. Sum up your experience in 22 words. That's one.
It was very fun. How the fuck did I win with those shit Jenga dominoes?
That'll
How
do.
many words are they? Counting.
Brilliant. That's all we've got. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. But before we do go, it's about time that we see the beautiful face of our producer and internet man himself. Oh, hello there. There is Ori. Ori, thank you very much for everything you've done. And once again, thank you all for watching this episode of the Birmingham Footnotes Takes Taskmaster. Good night. Da 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 da.